Well, it's been windy and we're trying to get the weather right so that we can use the Fisherman's gutter to get out of the Great Sandy Strait instead of using Wide Bay Bar. But first we have to get down to Inskip Point. Well, this is a bit better. A sunny day for a change, or a bit of sun anyway. Looks like the rain might have gone. The old battery's got down to about 65% with 2 or 3 days of really cloudy weather, but a bit of sun going in today, and I'm sure we'll be back up to 100 probably this afternoon. Anyway, we're just in behind Woody Island here. It was a very pleasant night. No wind, still no wind. We're going to wait here till probably about 11 o'clock, I think, and then we'll make our way up through the Sandy Strait. And I think I'll probably try and get through the shallow section at Sheridan Flats today, and then we'll find somewhere to anchor up this afternoon. I've still got to wait till about Sunday. The weather's looking good for Sunday for heading down the coast, so that's when we'll cross Wide Bay Bar and head down towards Mooloolaba, I guess. But anyway, a few chores to do today. Got a bit of drying out to do, and yeah, we'll get ready to move on a bit further. Fantastic. Well, we don't wear skimpy bikinis. Hell, it frightens me when I take my shirt off. There's definitely no one pregnant here. This is motor sailing for old dudes. We do live on a boat, and we do cruise extensively along the Australian coast. Join us and visit some great destinations. Learn how to look after a boat and live off grid. It might even get you enthused to do the same thing. Hey, stay out there till you can't. Well, everyone seems to be enjoying the nautical quizzes, so if you watch right to the end of this video, I'll give you another one. And yeah, make sure you leave a comment if you know what it is. Enjoy the vid, dudes. All the hatches are open today. Just been down there drying out a little bit of water that gets in when we have a lot of rain, so not much, but I don't like it being wet down there. While I'm at it, I'll just get down and do my engine room checks. So if you're not doing this, you should be. After every trip, I like to check my fluid levels, belt tightnesses, just have a general look around the engine room, make sure everything's all right. And if you catch things before they get too bad, you sometimes save yourself a lot of grief, so it's worthwhile doing it. Okay, a bit of sail out. Wind's pretty fair at the moment. Not much of it. High tide at Sheridan Flats about 3 o'clock this afternoon. It's around about noon now, so about 3 hours to get up there. And we'll be picking up a bit of tide from the tide coming in from Hervey Bay. Once we get to Sheridan Flat, it starts to run in, or it starts to run out from Sheridan Flat back out to Inskip Point, so we should get a bit of an assist off the tide in both directions, so that'll be good. I don't know how long I'll be able to hold the sail for. It twists and turns a bit, so it might get a bit harder on the nose when we get up past the flat, but we'll just see how we go. Nice now though. It's a pretty pleasant day, not too sunny. So this area is called South White Cliffs. It's an anchorage a bit further up. You can get up there and find a bit of shallow water. It's quite deep here, But if you go further up, you can find some shallow water to anchor in, and if you're heading south across Sheridan Flat, it's probably a good place to stop and wait for the tide. I'm a bit early for the tide today. I'd like to be a couple of hours later, but I think I'll still sneak through, and I might just get through onto the other side and anchor up. Through the shoal part at Sheridan Flat, we got down to about 2 metres I think at one stage, back to 4 now, so back in deeper water. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go a little bit further down into deeper water, and I'll find somewhere to anchor up for the night. I don't want to push current out of here. We've still got about 3 hours of tide to run in from this side, so I want it to be going out. I'll do that in the morning. Another wet looking day coming up, I think. We're going to get organised and head to Elbow Point this morning, and that's where we'll leave from to head across the Bar Sunday. Still looking good. Sandy beach for a bit of a walk on, and yeah, out of the wind here and not too much swell getting in either, and we're pretty close to the corner to get round and across the bar at Wide Bay, so it's just around that corner there. This is a pretty good beach, nice and hard. Good for a bit of a walk. I haven't had a walk for 3 days. I've been on board for about 3 days. I've really been aboard for about a week with all the rain that we've had. So yeah, it's good to get off the boat and go for a walk. So we'll walk up the end of this beach and back and see what there is. fresh water. It's like there's a road in here from the middle of the island somewhere. And it looks like there's the remains of some sort of jetty or wharf here. I've walked up to the point here and looking out across the Wide Bay Bar from this area. Two things you notice: the wind's up here, so we've got out of the lee of the land and it's blowing straight in through the opening. Hopefully, well, the forecast is for the wind to die off Friday and Saturday. Saturday's supposed to be a pretty calm day. I hope that'll let the bar settle down a bit, and I'll wait till Sunday morning. It's going to be calm again early in the morning, and we'll go out and cross the bar at daylight. I'm probably going to go out through the Fisherman's gutter. I'll have a look at it. I can never say for sure, but I'll have a look at it, and if it looks all right, that's the way I'll head back out and over to Double Island Point and then down the coast. But anyway, a couple of days on this really nice beach. Fantastic. It's one of the local inhabitants of Fraser. Where you going, mate? Hey. Looking for a feed. You're looking for a feed, are you? Hey? You're a good looking fella, hey? You're a pretty friendly boy, are you? You're a pretty friendly boy, are you? Good boy. I'm not allowed to touch you. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Eh? You're a good boy. Just looking for a feed, are you? I think there's going to be a bit of an armada leaving in the morning because the weather looks pretty good. There's 4 boats in the anchorage I'm in, and over in Pelican Bay just across under Inskip there's probably 10 or 12 boats there, so I think in the morning it's going to be a mass exodus out across the Wide Bay Bar and heading south. Okay, well, I'm going to go and have a beer or two with Pete tonight on a nearby boat, bit of a mate, and I'll be back pretty early though, because in the morning it's looking pretty good to cross the bar and head down towards Moreton Bay. Today has been quite calm. Wind hasn't got up over 10 knots, I wouldn't think, all day. It's still out of the east a bit, but tomorrow it's supposed to go around to the north. It's supposed to be very calm in the morning up until about 10 o'clock, so that'll make it easier to cross the bar. And yeah, I want to get home early tonight. I might watch a movie and go to bed pretty early, get up early. I've got a big day tomorrow. It's going to be probably about 13 or 14 hours at least, I'd reckon, to get down the bottom of Bribey. But anyway, this is what you do occasionally, just to get things right. I've been waiting here for 2 days to get the weather right to cross the bar, and tomorrow looks like being the day. It's an early start for what's going to be a pretty long day. We're just heading out towards the bar. Had a look at the weather again, looks pretty good. probably try and do the Fisherman's gutter this morning, so I think it'll be calm enough. The wind's very light from the southwest at the moment, but pretty light wind, and I think the Fisherman's gutter might be alright to do, so we'll try and do that and cut a bit off the trip first up. See how we go. Always good to be through there. Pretty rough little bit of water. Don't try it unless it's dead smooth, and you don't need too much draft going through. I think I got down to about 1.7 in a couple of spots, but I wasn't quite at high tide either. Anyway, we're through the Fisherman's gutter and heading for Double Island Point, and time to go and get some breakfast, I think. We've got a bit of sail out, but it's not really doing much. Wind's very light, pleasant day, but just not enough wind to get the sail doing much. But anyway, we'll keep it out there, might be doing just a little bit. Got Dishy out and Starlink's a go. This is a pretty dead section of the coast, so you usually lose phone contact here, but with Starlink, I've got phones, I've got comms, good stuff. Anyhow, we've got another probably 10 hours before we're down to Bongaree, and yeah, pretty pleasant travelling though. So nothing on the chart, but you have a look out here at some sort of radio buoy. So that's a wave rider buoy, but definitely uncharted. On the horizon I can see quite a few ships anchored up just waiting to head into Moreton Bay, so when we get down to Caloundra we'll have to be careful of them as we head across the shipping channel. Well, the wind's just about gone it again. I'm going to furl the sail up and we'll just get ready to run down to the bottom of Bribie tonight. Just Caloundra out here, so we're not far off. We're here in good time. It's about low tide now, so the tide will start running with us and push us down into Moreton Bay. So we'll pick up a bit of speed off the tide, and yeah, we won't be there till probably about 8 o'clock tonight. But yeah, been a good trip, but the sail didn't really work all that much for this trip, so money the motors. Well, the wind had all but died out, but now it's back. We've got a pretty good breeze now, so the sail's back out. We're doing 6.3, 6.4. There's a setting sun on this side of the boat, and a nice big full moon on the other side. That'll make it a bit easier banging around in the dark. Well, the sun's just about gone, and the wind's just about gone with it. still got a little bit. I'll leave the sail up for a while, but I might pull it down before it gets too dark, so I'm not banging around in the dark. We're doing 6.5 still, so the tide's giving us probably a better lift than the wind at the moment. But we'll be down at the bottom of Bribey in about another hour and a half, 2 hours. So we will be getting in there in the dark, but not a problem. Might be bright enough with the moon anyway. Been a good trip, but I'll be glad to get there, get anchored up, and probably have a sleep. Got here about 8 o'clock when I thought I was going to get here, and it is dark now, so what I'm going to do, I'm just working on the radar and my plotter and depth sounder. I'm just going to get round in behind Bribey, and we'll anchor up in about 5 or 6 metres of water over near the shore there. I'm not going to go right up to Bongaree because there's quite a few moorings and boats. There's probably crab pots too, so I'll leave all that alone till tomorrow morning. So we'll just head around. I've just passed the last lateral mark coming in around the bottom. I can see the lights of Bongaree up in front of us, and we'll just go up and make ourselves comfortable for the night, and we might go a bit further up tomorrow morning if I want to go and get a coffee. We'll just see what happens. So you're out at sea or even in a narrow channel at night and you see these lights in front of you. What action are you going to take? Leave a comment down below, dudes. Thanks for watching. We head up Pumicestone Passage to Bongaree, where I take you ashore for coffee and a big breakfast, and then it's off to the IGA for a bit of shopping, and then back to the boat for a forecast thunderstorm. See you next week, dudes.